Hello and welcome to STEM Club. In this week's STEM Club, we're finding out why you need to wash your hands. This is a really simple investigation for you to do at home. All you need is some soap, 2 slices of bread and some plastic bags and a pen. And all we're going to do is look at why you need to wash your hands. So first of all, I've got quite dirty hands. And if you watched my previous videos, we've done quite a lot about poo. So we've just learned about the digestive system and how that works, and also then studied some poo and been flushing the toilet. So it's all been quite dirty. All I'm going to do is put my unwashed, dirty hands onto this slice of bread. And then I'm going to put it in my plastic bag and seal the bag shut. Now these bags have a seal on them so I can make them airtight, so you want to make sure nothing can get out, and if you want to be extra sure, just make sure you fold the bag over a couple of times and then add some sellotape on as well. And we're going to label it with unwashed on this bag. So we've got our unwashed hands. Once we've done our unwashed one, we're then going to put some soap on our hands and give them a really good wash and see what happens next. I've got some nice clean hands now, so I'm going to do exactly the same as we did before. Just put my hands on the bread, give them a good poke round. So just give my bread a good poke with my clean hands this time, but to do the same again, putting it into my plastic bag and then sealing that up really carefully again, making sure if you haven't got a seal like I have, you've got sellotape, so it's an airtight seal so that nothing can get out. And then we're just going to write washed on this bag. So we've got our unwashed hands and our washed hands, both of which have touched our bread. And then we're just going to leave these somewhere warm and dry for a few days or up to a week and just see what's happening to them and see if anything grows. Here we are, we've left these in the airing cupboard for a few days, and if we have a closer look on our bread where we touched it with our unwashed hands, you can start to see some dark patches forming here. It's looking very strange of what's growing in there. There's definitely something that wasn't there before. However, if we look at our bread where we touched it with our clean washed hands, you can see there isn't anything growing at all. And this is all to do with germs and microbes, which are invisible and we can't see them on our hands. So even if we think our hands look clean, they might not be clean. What's happened here with our bread where we've touched it with our unwashed hands? Some of those microbes that were on our hands, some germs or bacteria, we've put onto the bread. And then because the bread's been kept in a nice warm place and the bread's full of sugar, it's been a perfect environment for those microbes to grow. So they've divided and multiplied. So because there's so many of them now, we can start to see them growing away on the bread. Whereas on our bread where we touched it with washed hands, we didn't have any microbes on our hands, so nothing's grown there. This is a really simple experiment for you to try out at home. Once you've finished with those, make sure you throw them away in the bin and do not open the bag. So we've discovered there's quite a lot of germs that can be on our hands, but if we wash them with soap, that can help to get rid of them. And let's find out why that is. So this is another really simple experiment for you to try at home. And all you need is some ground pepper, a bowl of water, and some soap. So what you want to do is sprinkle your pepper onto the water, and so it just floats on the top there. And then you can dip your finger into the pepper and then just pull it out, and my finger is covered in pepper now. So that's kind of like all our bacteria that we spoke about. So I'm just going to wash those off now using some soap. So I'm going to put some soap on my hand. So once your finger is covered in soap, put it into the water. And it's just magical. So all of the pepper goes out of the way. And this is to do with the way soap's designed. And so it kind of repels away those molecules and washes them off your hands, which is why soap is such a good thing to use when you've got dirty hands, because it helps repel all that dirt away and washes it off. Thank you so much for joining us for STEM Club, as we have looked at the importance of washing your hands, especially after going to the toilet. We've got lots more videos if you would like to learn more about your digestive system, as to where poo comes from or what happens when you flush your poo down the toilet. So do have a look at our videos and more resources all about microbes on the Twinkl website. You can also share the results of your experiment in our Twinkl Home Educators Facebook group, where we love to see what you've been up to, and we look forward to seeing you again soon for more STEM fun.